guys, Kyle here to review a Souls-like game called Sanctuary. If you know me, then you know I love the Souls series. So what is a Souls-like? I'm glad you asked, because basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. A video game that plays similar or highly resembles the Souls series. So Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, that sort of thing. The story starts off simple enough. You pick your character, your class, race, effects, or gift, and begin your journey on a cruising ship. You are transporting a princess and your ship becomes under attack. Minutes into the game, after fighting just a few monsters, you face the very first boss. The boss, as a beginner, is simply undefeatable and is called the Unspeakable Deep. You are initially supposed to lose and end up washed ashore on an island. For you trophy hunters out there, though, you are required to kill this boss and only get one chance per character. So anyway, on the island, you talk to an old man and answer a question. Answering this gives you your first creed, or covenant, if you've played the Soul series. You approach the altar and place a brooch in order to make an oath to your creed for that area. You can use the altar, or bonfire, to level up, spend skill points, or make an offering. Let's start with the skill tree. It is massive. You need to level up using your collected salt, or souls. Then you can spend your skill points at the tree. Make different choices such as swords, magic, staves, wands, polearms, bows, guns, or daggers, etc. So many. You need to use these points and able to wear higher ranked armor, weapons, and shields. So a level 5 tier dagger requires you to level up a dagger skill 1 through 5. Skill 1 uses 1 point, 2 uses 2, and so on. You must also grow the tree in order to get to each skill. I didn't know this until much later in my game, but you can actually level a previous point more than once. It is definitely much more beneficial to grow your tree in the beginning, but maybe you only want to level strength. So you have the option to grow your tree and find other points, or just level the 1 point multiple times. Making an offering is very simple, as you just need to find a stone and offer it to your altar. Each stone gives a different benefit, such as the blacksmith, alchemist, merchant, and so on. However, they are very limited and you must return to that sanctuary to use them. So I suggest making one hub world you'd like to use and put a guide stone in as many sanctuaries as possible to fast travel. In this game you will die a lot. Unfortunately, unlike Dark Souls, there are some times where you aren't killed because you're bad at the game, but simply because the game had a weird bug or a glitch. For example, in the final boss, he used his grab attack and threw me into the wall. I was stuck in the wall, couldn't move, but I could hit the boss. But he could also hit me, so I couldn't dodge anything and died. Overall, I enjoyed the hell out of Sanctuary. I initially put 20 hours into my first character before I felt I could no longer progress without grinding some more levels. So I decided on a new character, which I do a lot in Souls games. Now that I was more knowledgeable of the game, it only took 7 or 8 hours to get to the final boss. For my final playthrough, I made the mage class, because I'd never even touched magic before this point. I struggled a lot in the beginning until I found a two-handed sword that I could transmute using alchemy into a magic greatsword. That made the game infinitely easier, especially once you level up the secret creed in order to obtain the spell Dragonfire. If you saw my previous video, you know I melted the final boss in mere seconds. This also makes New Game Plus incredibly simple to kill all the bosses. So if you're a fan of the Souls series and can't wait to jump into Dark Souls 3, I highly recommend playing Sanctuary. It takes some getting used to, but I'm sure you'll have a blast playing. So thanks for watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my 24-hour live stream of Dark Souls 3. Thank you.